think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side. Every foot alive. It's Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go. I don't think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is? Put your hands in the sky and wave them side to side. Every foot alive. It's Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go.
Hey, hey, everybody. What is up? It's time for another Talented Thursday. And I am so glad that you all are joining me tonight. Now, let me just say, I'm having some technical difficulties already, but it's not on my end. There is something going on with Instagram. So come on in the room, y'all. Come on in. First of all, let me just say welcome. Welcome to Talented Thursdays. I'm so excited to have you all. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube or maybe watching on Facebook, make sure you're sharing. Share out there. Start writing in the comments. Rep your city. Let me know where you're watching from. All of those things. And for those of you who may be listening on Vegas Praise Radio, thank you for tuning in. And for those of you who haven't downloaded that app as of yet, go ahead and do that for me, okay? Now, hold on, y'all, because I'm looking at this and it's saying they're having some trouble. So on Instagram tonight, I apologize to you all, and I'll put it up at another time. With that being said, welcome in. I'm so happy that each of you are here tonight, and I have a wonderful guest here with me tonight. Let me just say, for the last couple of weeks, this has been challenging for me. However, I'm pressing forward. I'm moving forward. When you have something that God has called you to do, no matter what, even when it doesn't feel good sometimes, you have to move forward. I have heard from a few people in the last 2 weeks who are really going through some major things. And I know that God will answer. And I believe in the power of prayer. So with this being my platform, and y'all knowing that I love Jesus, I'm going to ask Jesus to please, for whoever's watching, for whoever's listening, for whoever needs you right now, Jesus, please fix it. And I know he'll do just that. We serve a good God. Now let's dive on in, okay? Tonight's guest is special to me, y'all. She's really special. I haven't seen her in forever. So this is about to be a catch up, okay? We're about to just have some friend time before you here tonight. She is a wonderful artist, okay? I first met this beautiful lady at one of the best high schools in Tacoma, Washington, Lincoln. Hey, and it was back in the 90s when we had groups like SWV, Escape, and TLC, or guy groups such as Belle Biv DeVoe, Boys to Men, and Jodeci. We were singing and performing back then, and I'm elated to know that she is still doing her thing. She's dropped several singles, and if you haven't added her to your playlist yet, make sure y'all look her up tonight and add her. You're in for a treat. One of her latest singles is entitled Beautifully Complicated. Up next, I present to some and introduce to others none other than Miss Tomika Williams. You're watching Talented Thursdays.
I don't think they're ready for this. You know what time it is? It's about that time of the week to showcase what you got, the talent that we have. It's a whole lot. You can sing, you can dance, you can rap, you can write. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is?
That's a lack of
Put your
knowledge.
hands in the sky and wave them side to side if you feel alive. Talented Thursday with Kimberly Eichelle. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll out there. Give it up for my girl, Tomika Williams. Hey,
Hi.
welcome. Welcome to the platform. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you. I'm so happy to see you. It's been forever.
It has. It has. We go way, way back.
Way back. Lincoln.
That's it. That's it. And I want to give a shout out to Lincoln because I heard they've been doing their thing in basketball this year, you know?
Yes, they just went to state. They didn't win, but they did go to state. And I think it's an all junior league, not junior league, junior team, like no seniors on there. So they were
really good. Okay.
Yes.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I have Kim McGee Davis who is watching. She's from Tacoma as well. Hello, Kim. Sending you love. Thank you for tuning in week after week after week. That means everything. And my God sister, Jean Richardson. She said, hey, Kim. Hey, Tomika. Hey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And for each of you that are watching, now we're going to have ourselves a good time tonight, Tomika. We just going to have a conversation, you know? They're privy to it tonight, but we really going to have some girl talk, okay?
I love it.
Yes, and by the time we finish tonight, I want people to really know who you are, not just as an artist, but to know Tomika, the person, because you are beautifully complicated. So we're going to talk about that a bit as well, okay?
Okay.
Absolutely. I have Dexter who is watching from, Dexter is in Detroit. Hey, Dex, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. He makes me laugh. So thank you, Dex. So let me just say, you know, when I am interviewing someone, I'm diving deep, right? I'm trying to dive as deep as I can. And so as I was doing that, I came across another interview of yours. And I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, I see you. You know, you were doing your thing. But I found out it's a small world. So I recently had Danye Goodman here on the show.
Yes.
And then Q, who has Q Beats. That's his mom, actually, Kim Davis, that's tuned in. That's Q's mom. And so with that being said, I found out that they did some of your music production. So that was like, wow, those are some great people to have in your corner. So tell me what that experience was like for you.
It's been great. It's been a great partnership. Working with Q. I started working with Q first.
Okay.
And then we were working on the project, working on Beautifully Complicated, and then met with Danye, and it was just like instant. It was just like a brother sister type of relationship, you know, like easy to get along. We laughed a lot and just had the same interest in music and the same goals as what I wanted to do. They matched that, so it was really good. It's been an amazing ride, but definitely I don't have any brothers, so it's very much one of those type of things where, you know, you argue, of course.
Oh yeah.
But it's all love. I mean, it's been a great experience. They're two amazing, talented men that do that take this seriously, and they are just very gifted. So it's just been an honor to learn from them, but also to grow in this industry with them.
I love that. And like you said, they are too, you know, they're phenomenal at their craft, you know, and just knowing them, you know, and seeing their growth over the years, because they worked actually on my first project as well, which I never released. I didn't know what I was doing at that time. It's so funny, you know, you'll have to watch Danye's show, but it was like, I was talking to him about music when we met, and we were just having a conversation, and I mentioned a song and he mentioned it, and I'm like, you worked on my song. You worked on my, you know, I had no clue who was working in the studio, but I thought it was just amazing. So you couldn't be with two better people. They are great, That's
Yes.
awesome. So tell me, let's talk about Beautifully Complicated for a moment, okay? Such
Okay.
a pretty song. Tell me the meaning behind that. What does that mean to you? And just that expression, because you have a whole line, Beautifully Complicated merch. I love it. I've been, look, let me tell y'all, scroll on through her Instagram and everywhere. Got Beautifully Complicated in every color, and it's beautiful. So I want a hoodie is what I'm saying. But
Oh, I
anyway,
got you.
look, plug.
Right.
But tell me about Beautifully Complicated and what that song means to you.
Oh man. So, well, I guess I should just start with Beautifully Complicated came from a place of where I was just really, I was coming out of a depression.
Mm,
And I had ended some friendships that had ended. And I believe that like friendships are like, they're just as important as romantic relationships, right? And it was a really hard time for me. And it came from a place of wanting to be free, of
mhm,
not feeling like I was someone else. I always felt like I was myself with certain people, but I always had that little thing where it was like I can't really be myself,
mm,
because if I do, somebody ain't gonna like it, in the lyrics. So Quentin and I were sitting one day in the studio just trying to figure out like what we're gonna do,
right.
and I was just like, I really want to talk about my experience in the way of like, just it's my letter to myself of like, hey, I am okay with being who I am.
Yes.
And um, I was watching TV one night, and this, because I was trying to figure out how am I going to say this? How am I going to really talk about this?
Right.
And I was watching TV, and there was this interview by, I believe, Nia Long. She was on an interview, and she was, talking about how life is complicated, but it's still so beautiful. And
Mm,
I heard that, and I said, okay. And I just went on about my business. And then one day I was looking on social media, I was looking on Facebook, and you know how on Facebook it says, you're in a relationship, it says it's complicated.
oh yeah.
I said, oh, then this is it. So I just said, life is beautiful. It's
Mhm,
complicated, but it's still beautiful. And so that's where I meshed the two of saying, it can be complicated, but it's still so beautiful. You're so beautiful, inside and out. Like, it's not going to be perfect. You're not perfect. And the best way for me to say it was, it's complicated. Like, I'm a complicated person. One minute I'm good, next minute I might snap. I don't know.
right, right.
you know
Absolutely.
um there's times where I'm funny and times where I'm not. I'm not everybody's tea, but I'm still me, and that's the beautiful part. And so that's
Mhm.
why I named it Beautifully Complicated, and that's why we wrote it the way we did. So I was hoping that it would reach somebody. It was my myself to myself, of saying I am enough.
Yes.
Even take me how you want to. I don't mean it in no disrespect, but I'm good with me. And living that mantra has been um, amazing for me. It's really changed my life.
I think that's amazing. It's amazing because a lot of times, as an artist, and then you're a beautiful person on the outside as well. So, with that being said, people think that sometimes you always have everything together.
Right.
But as an artist, many times we are some of the most complex
Ooh,
creatures. Like, people don't know. For me, there are some times where I can't even shut my mind off. You get what I'm saying? Like,
ooh.
so with that being said, to be able to say I was in this place and I needed to write a letter to myself. I'm glad that you shared that, because there's someone listening who needs to hear that. Someone out there needs to write a letter to themselves. And you're
Mhm.
not alone, even in saying, could I be fully me? For me, that came during relationships sometimes, when you're dating and that type of thing. And you like, can I be transparent? Can I be fully me? Is he still
Right.
gonna, am I still cool? Am I still cute?
Right. Can I really
And
show him I
so,
like him?
right, exactly.
For real.
So with all those things, I love that you landed on beautifully complicated, because life is definitely like that. I shared with you some things that are going on for me and have been going on, the last couple of weeks. But it's life,
Mhm.
and you have to take it with a grain of salt. And
Mhm.
not only a grain of salt for us, we add prayer, you know,
Yep.
we have
Mhm.
faith, and we know that it's not always going to be like this, but
Right.
Sean Mitchell sings a song, Turning Around for Me. And he says,
Mhm.
it won't always be like this. The
Come
Lord
on.
will perfect that, concerning me. And it's so
Mhm.
true. Sooner or later, it'll turn in my favor.
It sure will.
And so
Listen.
I'm happy to hear your story tonight, that you found you. And even, as we are maturing in age, you never really get to perfect.
No.
You never get there. You're always learning. We're always growing, all of these things. And so I'm grateful that you were able to share that tonight. And I'm sure that that pretty song has reached so many people.
I
So
hope so.
many
I love it.
people.
It's one of my favorites, but it's also the first song that I just like was myself wholeheartly. So yeah.
Yes, yes. And you've been singing a long time. I'm gonna come back to that, but you've been singing a long time. So that's what's up. I love that you're still doing your thing. I'm gonna jump to the comments right quick. Jean said, "Hey y'all, this is special because I know you both, and we all go way back. Yes, we do. Yes,
Yes.
we do."
Yes.
Darlene Keys is watching. She said, hello. She's Kim Davis's friend. Hello, Darlene. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching tonight. My cousin is watching. Hey, hey,
Hey,
cuz, all
hey,
the way from
cousin.
Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you
Okay.
for tuning in. I have Darius Coates. Darius is actually with Stellar Entertainment. He's the owner out of California, and he's watching tonight. So thank you for always tuning in and for giving us great talent. I'm still looking for artists, y'all, so keep them coming. Nabel is watching. He said, hello,
Hey,
Tomika.
Nabel.
Hey, hey, that is my
He actually
friend.
played on that. So he actually
Really?
played on that guitar that you hear.
Yes.
Navelle played on that, and it.
Wow.
Yep.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Yes,
Yes.
indeed. He said, we're here. Thank y'all for being here. And my cousin said, hello, cuz. Hello, hello. Sending lots of love. So we're going to move forward. Tamika, now I know I met you in Tacoma. I know the answer to this only because I watched an interview recently. But where were you born? Look, I'm like, you learn something new every day,
Right.
right?
So I was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi,
Wow.
and was raised in. So I was born in Vicksburg. My parents met in college at Mississippi Valley State,
Mm,
and had me. We lived in Jackson, and then once my dad went into the military, and then I went back to my mama's home state and
okay.
was raised in Tuscaloosa, Alabama before we moved up here. Yes. So
Wow.
I'm a Bama girl.
You're a Bama girl and a military brat, huh?
I am. I'm all of the things. So look at you here
Yes.
thinking it was Washington D.C., honey. I'm telling you, that's how country we were. We was like, oh, we
Okay,
going to
DC.
D.C. Got here and was like, this is not D.C.
Not at all. Totally opposite, okay?
Right, right.
Yes, but beautiful still. Yes,
Yes.
indeed. I'm originally from Indiana, so I got to Washington at a young age as well. Born in Gary, got to Washington, and it was just like, okay, I can do this.
Right.
It's pretty. It's
It's
pretty.
pretty. Now, how
Yes.
did you do with the rain? Because, like, so being from Alabama, like when it
Uh-huh.
rains, it would just do a whole downpour, and then once it's done,
Right.
you good. It was
Uh-huh.
like, well, you just pull off on the road, or you just don't go nowhere. So when
Right.
we moved here and it rained, we thought it was gonna do the same thing.
Oh
So, girl,
no.
we ain't go nowhere for like 6 months.
Oh my
If
goodness.
it rained, we didn't go because we were so used to like, oh, it's supposed to stop, and it never stopped. So we
It
never
did
really
not
went
stop.
anywhere. And then finally my daddy was like, We don't have to get up out of this and hit the streets. And so,
Right. Yes, indeed. So I think I adjusted. I can now say that I've lived in every climate, right? Because growing up in Indiana or I was young, but I still had to walk to school and things at that time. And snow could be up to your knees. They didn't care because it was going to snow there. You're going to school. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
you had a full snowsuit. You ever seen a
Rudy.
Christmas Story when he's like, I
Yeah.
can't let that was me. I can't let my so yes, boots, everything, those big moon boots, you were going to school. So moving to Washington, I think the rain was a little bit easier, but like you said, it didn't stop. For me, though, in the beginning, it was very light. It was mist. You know what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
wasn't like umbrellas, things like that. But then the weather, as I, was sharing with you earlier, has started shifting in
Sure
Washington,
enough.
like from heavy rains to snow. And
Mhm.
I'm just glad I'm okay. Anyway, so now
I
I live
know.
in
You've
sunshine.
been released.
I've been freed, but I know what you're going through. Okay.
Yes.
I do know I was there a very long time. So you make the most of it and the best of it,
Hmm.
and here they cannot drive in the rain. So I'm accustomed to driving in the rain, and I know to stay away from those who are not. How about that?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So there's a lesson in everything, a blessing and a lesson.
Come on.
Yes, indeed. The girl said his mom was from Natchez, Mississippi, not too far from your hometown.
Okay.
So there you go. Yes,
Okay.
indeed. And I have my sister, Patty Pennington, who is watching. She is also an artist. She's here from Las Vegas, Nevada, and she's over the gospel brunch at the House of Blues, Las Vegas,
Oh,
which yes, we have a date coming up, which is, I believe, the 23rd of March. We will be performing. So y'all get y'all tickets. Get y'all tickets, okay?
yes, please do.
Yes, indeed. So I'm glad everybody's tapping in. Now I want you to, and this is something new, rep your city. And in the comments, I want y'all to rep your city too, okay? But Tomika, rep your city. So you in Tacoma, right? There
I
are people
think
who have
so.
never been to Tacoma, maybe never even heard of Tacoma. They may think, let me say Washington. They may think it's Washington, D.C., or maybe they think it's
Oh,
Tacoma Park, Maryland, or you know what I'm saying? So rep your city. If a person has not been to Tacoma before, tell them about one of the hidden gems there that they have to see when they visit.
ooh, okay. Well, first of all, Tacktown is the best town. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
That's right, 253.
If you want to be able to have a good time and people speak and love on you, this is the best place. But I would say there's so many hidden gems, but one to where you can get the nature and get, all of the things of what Washington is
Mhm.
our new place called Ruston Point. Used to be the waterfront.
Okay.
And I enjoyed thoroughly going over there. They have beautiful restaurants, and the walkway is just beautiful. You can take in, you get all of the things that is Washington State, nature, sun, talent,
Yes.
food, all of the things. It's one of the best places. And then we've got, if you want to, we got a lot of people that are coming here that are, missing home cooked meals. The
Hmm.
Fish House is a great place.
Come on, give it up for the awards.
Oh, and then we got another place called, I believe it's called Hot Fish. I might be saying it wrong, but it's
Okay.
a really dope place. Good
Wow.
food, down home. I love going places that remind me of home. So those are the places that I would
Hmm.
say are the hidden gems. But you got to come
Okay.
down here and experience it. We got some great food
Yes.
down here in the TAC. Okay,
There
okay.
you go. The tech, the tech. Anytime I talk to somebody, I'm like, what's up in the tech though? That's home. That's home for me. Growing up there, I have so many great memories, and things that I'll never forget. People that
Mhm,
I will never forget that became family,
mhm.
and so I feel you on the tech. One of the best places
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. Naybell said Russell Wade is a great place to shoot videos. Yes, Ruston Way is a
Mhm.
great place to shoot videos. Yes, indeed. Look, he fixed it. But I knew what you were talking about. I knew. Yes. And Jean said it is beautiful and they are repping their city. Armani is watching. He said Vegas.
Okay,
That's
Vegas. I
just
love Vegas. I'm
702.
not gonna lie. I really enjoy
Okay.
Vegas. One of my
Yeah,
best friends lives out there.
oh, that's what's up, Tamika. We gotta connect next time you come
Yes,
out. Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes. Patty said Henderson, Nevada, via Detroit.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Come on in, y'all. And Jean said, nothing. Ain't nothing going on in the tech. Yes, it is. Something gotta be there. If nothing else, this upcoming concert with Tamika. And we're gonna talk about that too.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So, Tamika, are you an only child?
No,
See, I
I'm
didn't
not.
know that either. So, give us the scoop. Where do
I
you
have
land?
I have two beautiful sisters. I would say I guess I'm the middle child. I have an older
Okay.
sister, Rakia, who is a gem herself, and then I have my younger sister, Erica Williams, and she is the designer of all of my merch.
Really?
Yeah, she does all of my merch. She's a graphic illustrator who is very talented. So check her out. She
Yes.
is a very dope person. So it's all in the family, but it's three of us, three girls. My dad had all girls.
How sweet is that? So, shout out to your sisters. You know, you all are doing your thing. So, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I never knew. See how we
Yeah.
learning stuff about you tonight? I never knew. So tell me, let's dive into the music side. When did you discover your love of music?
Ooh. I don't know the age, but I would say I mean my mom would say that I started loving music probably around 4. I
Yeah.
mean, I just always loved it. I mean, there's pictures of stuff, but like I would say about 4 years old is when I just like my dad loved music. So music was always around the house. My grandfather played the harmonica. My great grandmother was a singer.
Wow.
I mean, I was always around it. Blues, gospel, I was around it
Hmm.
all. And I think it really, like for me, it really connected when I heard Whitney Houston sing I Want to Dance with Somebody. Actually,
Girl.
no, How Will I Know? When she did How Will I Know, I was in love, but I really saw myself when she did The Greatest Love of All, when she did that video
Hmm.
and it was her younger self. And I was like, that's me. It's
Okay.
me.
It's me.
Right. So I've loved music since as my mom says, age of 4, but for me, probably around 7 is when I
Wow.
really just always dreamt of doing it. And so,
You're
I
like,
would
here I
sing.
am.
Yeah, I was singing the choirs. I would sing, at home. I didn't really start like putting my voice out there until middle school. Once I was in
Hmm.
middle school, my vocal, I was in a choir, just a normal choir. And I was never the one that like put myself out there. I would always sing at home, but I
Okay.
would never sing, I would sing parts in the choir, but I would never sing like I'll take a solo. And then
Right.
my music teacher, her name was Miss Brandfest at Stewart Middle School.
Okay.
And she reached out to me one day. She was like, I want to talk to your mom because I want you to do this solo ensemble competition. It was like a state competition here in
Right.
Washington. And I was like, how
Me?
you yeah, how do you know? She was like, I heard you and I just think you should do it. And so she talked to my mom and I met with her. She was like, I will work with her. And I went to her house every week and learned the Black National Anthem and did that for the solo. And I won in my
Wow.
category. And my dad that was his first time like really hearing me because they'd be like, Mika, be quiet.
Uh-huh.
And he
Right.
asked me, he said, do you want to do this for real? And I said, absolutely. And that's where it all began. So I just
The
started
rest
singing
is
from there.
history.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. I love it. Jean is watching. She said, I'm learning stuff. I never knew you had an older sister. And then she turned around and said she would sing in the choir. Okay.
Oh, she's
Not
so
just
sweet.
sing, sang in the choir. Yes,
I
indeed.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. A beautiful voice, And when I was at Lincoln, I didn't know you sang for a long time. And then
Mhm.
finally, you started kind of getting active. I said, okay, I hear you over there. And then we were
Well,
ending up in talent shows together. And, I was like, there's Tomika. Okay, here we are. So I love that you embraced and found who you were at an early age. And when you said about 4, I think that's normal for people who love music. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? We just gravitate towards it, excuse me. And I
mhm.
laugh because my mom tells a story. She always talks about when I was little that I would always say, can I turn on the radio? Can I listen to some music? She said you could barely talk, but can I listen
Right.
to music? And so I have loved music all my life, and not just one genre, several genres,
Right.
across the board.
Mhm.
I can find something that I like in it. And then growing
Absolutely.
up in Washington, as you know, Cube 93 gave us some of everything. We didn't have a black radio station like that.
No.
It was
What
like,
was that? We ain't know nothing about that.
exactly. So you might hear Genuine 1 minute and Alanis Morissette the next.
Come on.
So I
Listen.
loved it all. I loved it
Mhm.
all. So I was listening to everything. So I like, that you found your way and said, yes, this is it. This is what I want to do. And you were determined and you're still going. So, beautifully complicated. We're going to stay
Yes.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Yes,
Yeah. And the
indeed.
reason why I didn't sing as much in high school when we first met is because I was enamored by you guys. Like
Oh,
I
thank
remember
you.
coming before I got there. I was there for like a freshman thing, like to see if we wanted to be freshmen there.
Right.
And I remember you guys like there was like a whole assembly and you guys were singing and I was just like,
Oh, thank
wow.
you
So
so
it was just
much.
like me just being a kid in a candy store. And then it was like
Yes.
you guys were so kind and befriended me. And it was like it made it so much
Oh,
easier to want to do it. Like being like, oh, okay, I got a stamp of
yes.
approval. Let me get in here and start doing a little
Yes,
something,
indeed. As a big stamp, okay? Yes. And that's what I loved about, growing up at Lincoln because, people looked at us as I hate to say hood school, but they
something.
had no idea what was going on behind those walls, with our
Nope.
cultural assemblies and being able to see all the beautiful cultures, and
Yeah.
things there, from the Samoan culture to the Hispanic culture, Asian culture. It
Yeah.
was like we had so much beauty in that school, and Dr.
Yeah.
Walker allowed us to express
Yeah.
ourselves. So it was like a performing arts school at times.
It
I
really
remember
was.
it was, and I
Yeah.
loved it. I would not change it for anything. I started out at another high school, which shall remain nameless. I'll put it that way. But I knew that wasn't it. Okay, I was like, Mom, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I was over
Yeah.
at Malcolm with Miss Turner. And so I had
Hmm.
so much, choir in me and music in me. When I
Right.
went to that other school, you talking about being down,
Right.
baby. My friend used to be knocking at my door like, it's time to go. No,
Girl,
go
school.
where?
I don't go there.
Exactly. That ain't my school. I'm going to Lincoln. So let me ask you, do you have any vocal exercises or any things that you must do to prepare for your performances? How do you keep your instrument conditioned?
Ooh, okay. So, I'm a proponent of making sure that I've always been in vocal lessons, taking vocal lessons,
That's
but
good.
when I don't have the time to actually meet with my vocal coach, um, I do a lot of warm ups, a lot of like lip drills that helps out
Mm,
tremendously. If I was to do it right now, I don't know if I would do it, but you can do like this and go down the scale. I do
mhm.
that. I stay away from dairy.
Okay.
That's a big proponent because it, has a lot of mucus in it. Now,
Right.
the thing is, I love some ranch. I love me a good ice cream.
Okay.
Cheese. Okay, I'm gonna eat it, but when it's time to
Yay.
like do my vocals or anything like that, I kind of stay away from it. Um, vocal rest is a huge thing.
Hmm.
Listening to your voice, when it's tired, and
Yeah,
we use our voice all the time.
absolutely.
And so there's times where I may not talk so much or project as much. I might be talking a little bit lower because of that. But usually exercises are the lip drills, my breathing. I do a lot
Hmm.
of breathing techniques. Even when I'm just sitting at work, I'm doing a breathing technique. Um, I do that for about, I do my lessons about 20 minutes each
Okay.
day. And then kind of keep, a lot of water. You want to drink a lot of water because
Stay
that keeps you
hydrated.
lubricated. Yeah, because you can do you can drink water like you usually want to drink at least like I usually drink like 16 glasses, but of 8 ounces,
Wow.
throughout the day.
Right.
So that way the next day you're still hydrated. So when you have to do those, especially like at church, right? When you have to
Hmm.
sing those times when you
Down
have to like
hard.
listen hard and the spirit leads and the pastor's like, okay,
Yes.
keep going, and you got to keep going. You got to have that lubrication. So
Yes, indeed.
that's what I do, because girl, listen, there's been times where I was like,
Exactly. And they going,
keep going. You like, all right, Jesus, I'm gonna let you use
exactly.
me.
That is too funny. Yes, indeed. I
Yeah.
love that you said you have a vocal coach, because I think that that's important. A lot of us, we learn to sing, or we have a gift to sing. A lot of people are
Mhm.
just gifted, a natural talent to sing. But sometimes we don't dive in. And what I hear is that you are disciplined about what you want to do, right? So
Mhm.
you're still going to work, but you're
Mhm.
still doing your, as you said, your drills and
Mhm.
your, exercises and things to keep your gift conditioned,
Mhm.
and so
Mhm.
I commend you for that. I think that that's awesome. I really just started doing exercises again for myself, especially like breathing exercises and things,
Mhm.
because yeah, if you
I
don't
know.
use it, I won't say you'll lose it if you're naturally gifted, but there are some things that could be so much better if you
Mhm.
would really be disciplined about, what you love. And
Yeah.
so I am so happy to hear that you're doing that. Yes,
Thanks. And
indeed.
I'm happy you're doing these breathing techniques. I'm telling you, breathing,
Thank
if
you,
you don't do
girl.
nothing else, if you can do breathing, it'll help when you have to hit them notes, or, that breath control actually helps how you deliver.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to, because it's great when we can belt out a song, but,
Right.
a lot of times we don't know that belting out a song could actually really hurt your vocal cords. It sounds
Absolutely.
great for now, but later on, you might
Mm-hmm.
not be able to do that anymore. So you want to keep that, like, keep those breathing techniques, keep those drills, even if it's just simple drills. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to do so much, but, and I'll even just say, I like to recommend, if you don't have a vocal coach, because it can be spendy for folks that are wanting to do it, YouTube is your friend. I'm
Your
telling you.
best friend. I'm telling you. Yes,
They got
indeed.
people on there all the time, and you can take different ones and go, okay. And they even have it where they have the piano playing, you
Yes.
know. Oh no, cold water is not good.
Okay.
I'm
Then
sorry,
yes,
I
what
saw
I
it and I
heard,
had to
cold
say that.
water is not good for vocalists. Is that true? Warm water only? That is true, Danielle.
Hmm.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes, at least room temperature. And for myself, if someone passes me a bottle of cold water before I sing and I need water at that time, I'm going to swish it around in my mouth to make it room
Absolutely.
temperature before I swallow it. Yeah, because it'll freeze you right on up. And you go
Hmm.
for that high note and you hear, right, it's gone, it's gone. So you have some people, even like they talk about Aretha Franklin and how she had to have the temperature at a certain level. People would be burning up. but
Mhm.
that kept her warm. And
Mhm.
Patty can attest to that as well. Many times when we've sang at the House of Blues and you get on stage, sometimes it's freezing out
Yeah.
on the stage. And so it's hard to sing,
Mhm.
but it's super cold. You know, you
Yeah.
are really pushing through. So it's just like anything else that you want to do before you run or before you know, do something. You need to exercise, stretch,
Yeah.
warm the body up and warm into it. It's our instrument. So you need to warm
Absolutely.
that thing up for sure.
Yes.
Trina is watching. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, hey. Thank you so much for watching. Katrina, y'all, let me just shout her out right quick as well. She's in Tacoma, Tomika. I don't know if you and Katrina know each other, but she is in Tacoma. She is also someone who is produced or has been produced by Navell. And she also has a grand opening, I believe, that's coming soon on McCord. She owns one of the first Black beauty stores. Is it McCord? Fort Lewis McCord. Yes. So
Yes.
she has everything that you all need, and she is a hair care specialist.
Woo!
So ladies that are dealing with hair loss, alopecia, all those things, y'all go see Katrina. Check her out, Katrina Whitehurst. I had to shout you out, sis.
Oh, Katrina, I'm gonna be coming to you, girl. I love to
Yeah.
listen. I be doing my hair, but I need to get that together. Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to show just a few pictures that I had of you. Katrina is saying thank you. You are very welcome and thank you as well. Let's see. So here's one that I saw of a beautifully complicated, you know, woman. So pretty, so pretty. And I love the merch. So your sister is doing a great job. You all that are watching, make sure that you check out some of her merchandise. Here's another photo that I found. It comes in all colors. Tamika didn't know I was showing these pictures, y'all, but I got her on tonight. Okay. So here we go. Representing Tacoma. Okay. Yes, indeed. I am loving the pictures, you know, just who you are, your spirit and everything. Like you said, you know, you may not be for everybody, but you are for a lot of people. You get
Oh,
what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
for a lot of people. So for those who aren't, hey, it is what it is. But there are so many that you are for. Just your spirit, you know, the humbleness of you and your vocals. I mean, how could
Thank
you
you.
not? I want to share another just you have music that's out. So I didn't know that you released a Christmas CD. So I want to show that because I want people to pick that up. That's going into my playlist. Okay, the 3 days of Christmas, I was listening to it. I'm like, this is pretty than a mug. It's
Right.
pretty.
It bumps. Oh my God. It's one of my
Yes,
favorites.
it
I play
does.
I play it without being Christmas. I'd be like, oh,
Yes, it is very pretty, very pretty. Now I know that you have been in vocal rest or on vocal rest. You've been in, first of all, let me go back. You have a show that's coming up, right?
okay. Ooh,
Tell me a
yes.
little about that show first.
Well, yes, I have a show coming up on March 29th here in Tacoma, Washington. Yes, at Edison Square. Um, and it is my first time ever doing my entire EP.
Ooh.
Um, I put out Beautifully Complicated during COVID. And right after that, when everything started opening, you just didn't have a lot of opportunity to get places and get in there to do shows.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I just took my time, and I always knew I wanted to um, express this music out loud, right? I wanted to make sure that like it needed, I love anytime I do anything, I love a live band.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just felt like it needed that. And so throughout the years I had just been planning and like praying about it, like, all right, I know what's going to happen when it happens. And
Yes.
we were just blessed to have such a great opportunity with Edison Square here in Tacoma, and I wanted to do something here in Tacoma. I usually have done shows in Seattle. Seattle shows me so much love, and I love them for
Yeah.
that.
I saw you worked with Sir Mix-a-Lot and everything. I said,
Yes.
oh, okay, my friend made it or whatever.
Ah, yes, he's like my big brother, and he's
I
shown me
love
so
it.
much, in this business. But I wanted to I wanted to do a full circle. Like this is
Mhm.
Tacoma is where I started,
Come
you know,
on.
like where I began my music journey, you know, like my love for music has always been there, but like the friendships that I have, the community that we have here, my church, you know, just that in itself, you know, like before people knew me in Seattle, my people knew me here and they loved me.
Yes,
So um I
absolutely.
just wanted it to be, you know, I wanted people to know like it's rich down here, right? It's a lot of
Yes.
talent here in Washington State, just straight up and down. Um, but it was just important for me to do something in a space where it created me, where they've nourished and loved on me. So I'm excited. You know, if you have an opportunity, come on out. Tickets have been selling fast. I mean, I have just been so blessed and honored how people have been buying tickets. I haven't performed in some years. It's been a
Mhm.
couple of years that I've done like a live show. And I was really nervous. I was like, I'm more than nervous. I was scared, honey. I was scared, child.
Girl,
I was scared
hello.
to
We
get
all
ready.
get scared.
I was like, oh, when it was time to hit send, I was like,
Here we
um,
go.
right. And just the amount of love that I've received on people buying. I think we're almost sold out. We're almost sold out.
Wow.
And
Well, we gonna
I'm
speak
just,
sold out over you,
I
okay?
mean,
Sell her
listen.
out. Tacoma, if you're listening, I need you to share this video first of all, and make sure that y'all support my girl Tomika Williams. She is doing her thing. I
Yeah.
have Tony Santiago Torres who has tapped in. This is my friend. He say hello. Ladies, y'all so beautiful and glowing tonight. Thank you so much. And for a little bit, Tony is here in Vegas, but he lived in Tacoma for a while too. So he
Okay.
throwing up the fist for 253, the
Hey.
tag. For sure, for sure. Now, I don't know. You've been in a lot of rehearsals, so I might be asking something big. I might be asking something too big of you, friend. And you could tell me no if you want to, because I don't know how you feeling right now. But can you sing just a snippet of something for us? Are you able to do that tonight? If not, I understand. Y'all, she been rehearsing like crazy.
Oof.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
for you, boo, I got you. Now, again,
Ooh,
disclaimer, it's a snippet because I
it's,
have been
it's a
out here. It
snippet.
might get a little rust.
It's all right, honey. They know that it's definitely good. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. What could we do? What could we do? How about
Mhm.
um okay, I'm trying to think what I can do that would help me out. Okay, let's do this. How about this? I'll do my song. How about that?
Let's go.
So I have a song called R&B Love, one of my favorites.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
and so it kind of goes like this. Real love, you will always be a part of me. Make it last all my life. Sweet thing, you will always be my baby. You're no ordinary love. I know you can stand the rain. It feels good. You will always be my baby.
Yes, girl. Yes, indeed. I was listening to that recently and I said, okay. Dropping all the 90s songs up in there. I heard
Listen,
Brandy, the Mary J.
I
Y'all
love
gotta
it.
check that song out. It's called R&B Love, right?
Yes, R&B Love.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed. You all make sure that you check it out, Tomika Williams. Your music, I know, is streaming on Apple for sure. What are some of the other platforms that they can find it on?
You can find it on Spotify, Pandora, of course, Apple, YouTube. All of the streaming networks are out there. It's out there, and I would love for y'all to stream it. Tell me
Yes,
what your favorite is, because I have a couple of that are my favorites.
exactly. Look, they're all favorites. They're all favorites. Okay. Danielle, she said, all the visuals have been great. I especially love the flyer for the upcoming listening party and the holiday cover album. Yes,
Thank
your visuals
you.
are very nice, amazing.
Thank you.
Tony chimed in. He said, "Oh my gosh, a voice of gold." Yes,
Oh, thank you,
indeed.
Tony.
He said, "Come sing to me. I'm at latitude 84 on Hosmer."
Oh, I don't know. Listen, I'm from Tacoma. I know what latitude is. Nah, I'll play it.
You say, "No, no, no." Maybell said, "Tamika, Q and I want tickets." So
Oh,
look, there
bring
you
me some
go. About
tickets.
to
You
sell
get
out. You're about to sell out. Get the tickets, y'all. Get the tickets for sure. I love it. Thank you, Tamika. We have a few minutes left. Oh, it's going by so
I
fast, you know.
know.
I can't even believe it. I have so many questions that I haven't even asked you. One that I do want to ask you is, someone asked me recently what I'm aspiring to with talented television. Like, are you looking to blow up, for fame? Are you looking for fortune? What is it? What is your dream? What is your vision? Da, 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 da. What
Hmm.
is your dream? What is it that you want to reach? What do you want Tamika to be able to do and leave here on the earth?
Ooh, woo, that's a deep question, child. Okay.
Okay.
Honestly, if I'm gonna be real transparent. When I first started this as a child, I wanted to be famous. I wanted, to be able to be with all of the stars. I actually just wanted to be able to sing a tribute to Whitney Houston. That was always
Yeah.
my goal.
Girl, that's our girl, okay?
You know,
R.I.P. Nippy. She is missed, okay?
absolutely. But as I
Yes.
got older and started to really um, do this, I've always just enjoyed the joy that it brings. I enjoy what music has brought to me.
Hmm.
It has settled my spirit, and many times where life hasn't always been easy, and having music in my life has always been the has been a comfort for me,
Yeah.
and so it's one of those things that I hope to be able to be for from somebody else. I hope that my music is that way. um, I would love to be able to do this all the time. I
Yeah.
would love to be able to do this all the time. It's not, I don't need a Grammy. That's nice, but I'm past the accolades of the
Ooh,
world of, the
come on.
awards and all of that. I'm past that. But if I could just be able to do this um, for my life, for what I love to do, to be able to spread the joy and to be able to meet others, that is what I aspire to be. I love music. I feel like all of the different genres, they tell a story. Like
Yeah.
that was the whole point of R&B love. It was like, that's my love letter to R&B. Like these things brought, I can have a memory to each of these songs. And
Hmm.
it's just like when we're in church and we're singing our solo, or we're singing with the choir.
Right.
I learned a long time ago that especially when I was at church, it was like I would listen to the pastor. When I was younger, we had my first pastor. He was much older, so I didn't really connect. I
Yeah.
couldn't connect to him. So the music is what I connected with. It was when they would sing, and then I would read the Bible, and I'd be like, "Oh, they said that in that song." And so
Okay.
it was that way of me connecting. And so then when I got older, and our pastor now, Pastor Madison, he would talk, and it would just it connected to me, but the music connected. And so I knew whenever I got up there to sing, you know um of God's glory, I was singing to myself, but I also was wanting to make sure that, like, somebody out there may not understand this yet, but if I
Right.
do it this way, it's gonna click. And if
Yeah.
that clicks, then we it's just gonna keep going. It's gonna pay it forward every time. And so that's how I look at music for me, and what I aspire to do, and what my dream is to continue to be, is to be a light, and
Hmm.
to let my music be able to share my music, and the stories that I create, that I talk about, someone can relate to, and it either brings them joy, or not sadness, but also a awakening. And I hope that happens. So that's my dream.
That's good, Tomika. That is really good. And I feel the same way. I feel like we soul sisters, because there was
Yes.
a time I love Whitney too, and growing up, how much singing I used to do and things like that. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to this level. This is what I
Mhm.
desire. But God has different journeys for each of us. And
Yeah.
in some ways, I'm glad that He didn't take me that way. Do you get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because the
Yeah.
entertainment industry can be a beast. There are so many stories. You can watch Unsung and see what the entertainment
Mhm.
industry does to people. And
Mhm.
so when we are desiring things, God always knows best, but we do it for love.
Yeah.
Okay, R. Kelly used to sing that, but anyway, we do it for love. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We do it because we love it. And I'm
Right.
like you, I want to reach someone. I want someone to be inspired. I want someone to be encouraged. Even with talented television, not just when I sing, but with talented television, I want someone to say, hey, I love Tamika's story. She
Yeah.
inspired me,
Yeah.
and go and listen to your music and hear those lyrics and be inspired by that as well, or touched or moved.
Mhm.
Sometimes music has a way of doing so many things,
Mhm. Mhm.
but it can move us in such a way. If you are sad, it can lift you up. If
Mhm.
you just had a breakup, you got a song you could turn on, you just like, oh, you know
Come on.
there's always something. And like you said, just that spiritual side, it is a connection for us as well. And so I'm
Mhm.
so grateful for music. We're going to play a quick game. Let me jump to these comments just right quick. Let me see. Let me see. Tony said, very beautiful voice. So blessed. So blessed indeed.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And Nabel said, small world. I didn't know you knew Tamika. Yes, it is a small world. I didn't know that you all knew her either. But LinkedIn, we went to high school together. So, yep, she was probably 2 years under me, I believe. You were a
I
freshman,
was
maybe.
I was a freshman. And you know who's back in town?
Oh,
Ramon.
really?
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
charge of Black Folks Choir. It's a big thing here, and
wow.
he's an amazing conductor and maestro. So we reconnected, and it's just been like,
I love
wow, like
it.
you guys are all been
Oh,
my like mentors and legends to me. So it's always
oh,
something when
thank
you guys remember
you.
me. I'm like,
Yes, absolutely. How can we forget? How can we forget? You make sure you tell him hello for me. And if
oh,
he's
I will.
interested, I would love to have him on here as well.
Yes,
So,
I'll
yes,
definitely get y'all connected.
absolutely. Yes, indeed. So let's play a fun game. You won't even believe we have such a short time left, but we're going to play this game because I've been having a great time with you tonight. Before we do, I want to show just your flyer once more for those of you who are interested, and you better be to check my girl out if you in the 253. Okay. They don't know I rap too, Tamika, but whatever. Anyway, you all need to get to you all need to go to the beautifully complicated experience with Tomika Williams live, y'all. Y'all know y'all need something to do in Tacoma. Jean said it ain't nothing going on there. Well, guess what? On
There's
Saturday,
something to do.
March 29th, Tacoma, show up for your girl, okay? It's going to be at Edison Square, 7 p.m. Show at 8 p.m. Let me see. Say that again. Doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. And get your tickets at www.edisonsquare.com. Now, Tamika, I don't do a commercial for everybody. I don't, but
Girl, and it was great because I said, look, come on here with this
okay,
vocal here. Okay. Yes.
but I'm going to do one for my friend, okay? Let's go into rapid fire.
Okay.
So, I just have a few questions for you, okay? Just a few before we head on out. What's your proudest accomplishment?
Ooh, oh, rapid
Right?
fire. Proudest accomplishment. I graduated college, got my BA.
Come on. What's your BA in?
Social science.
I love it. Okay, social science. Look, she out here watching all of us trying to see what's going on. Okay.
You know it.
Yes, indeed. Tell me what's a bad habit you'd like to break?
Chewing ice.
Oh, Not me being able to tell you where you can get all the best kinds. Okay, how about that?
I do. Little Sonic, Taco Time. Oh,
Yes,
that's a bad thing.
it is bad, but it tastes so good. Okay,
So
I
good.
agree. What's the most memorable moment in your career thus far?
Ooh, most moment. Singing. Well, it's so many. Okay, the album, but I would say singing with Faith Evans.
Ooh, tell me a little about that. Just tell me a little about it.
Oh, okay. So basically, really quick, my friend, my best friend, one of my best friends, he lived in California, and we love Faith. So we've seen her a couple of times, like during
Mhm.
Grammy week, and she was doing a show, and he had bought us front row tickets, and I was like, just talking mess. I was like, if she called me up there, I'm going up there. I didn't think I'd ever get called up there.
Wow.
And so she called all these people up there,
Uh-huh.
and I was one of them. My friend pushed me up there. Okay. Shout out to Seth. He pushed me up there, and I was just sitting there. It's like a line of folks, and she was literally down the way, like down here. I'm
Right.
way at the end. I'm thinking, there's no way she's coming down here.
No way.
She stopped, didn't get anybody there, came all the way down to me,
It was
stopped,
your
gave me the
moment.
mic.
Wow. It was your moment.
And it was like,
Yes.
I said, well, get it together. You better get it
You gotta
together.
go, girl. Yes, indeed. That's what's
Yes.
up. I got a story like that, girl, but mine was Ricky Smiley. My friend pushed me too. She had me sing with Ricky Smiley. We sang like a Keith Sweat song together. So I was like, oh my god, yes. They're like, can anybody sing? Yes. She said yes, but she pushing me. I'm like,
Right.
oh my God. So here I am at the concert. It's so funny. We have so many similar stories, but I
Yes.
love that. And Faith is a living
Top tier.
legend, top tier for sure. I am
Mhm.
laughing at Katrina's comment because she said, I'm chewing ice right now. Hello. Yes, Katrina, say it again.
It's so
Oh,
good.
it is. It's so good. It's so good. And it's no calories. But
Right.
anyway. So yes, let me ask you. Okay, this one is quick. This one has to be like this, okay?
Okay.
Say the first word that comes to your mind now.
Can't.
I'm like, okay, Tamika, can't. I got you. that I asked you for the first word. That's
You
fine.
said
That's fine. I got my brother tuning in from Detroit. He say, what up, though? From the 314. He can sing his face off, okay? Rando Johnson. Thank you for tapping in, bro. Let me see. What else? The song that always gets you on the dance floor.
ooh. On the dance floor each time, it's not appropriate, but it's oh my gosh, it's the Boosie song. It's
Is it Wipe Me Down?
what? Yes.
Okay. Y'all don't ask me how I know what it is, but anyway, I feel you.
Every time I'm gonna stop what I'm doing.
Yeah. Girl, you are too funny. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I want to dance with somebody.
I ain't gonna keep saying me too, but okay. Yep. Basically, there we go. There we go. Tamika, tell me, what are you doing for the weekend? What are your plans for this weekend?
Well, this weekend we are in, like I said, we are in rehearsal mode. So I will be rehearsing all weekend. I'm going to rest on Sunday. I am, because
Yeah,
it's just been, I work and I sing, so it's a
it's a
tremendous
lot.
feat. Yeah, I just came from dance rehearsal. Now let
Oh
me tell you
wow.
something. I'm not a dancer. I
Come
mean, I
on,
can do I
Aaliyah.
can do the little wipe me down. I got it. I got you.
Uh-huh.
I got you with a good two-step, but
Yeah.
I'm stretching. And so I was watching myself. I said, "Woo, child! All right, so I'll be trying to learn these moves."
There you go. There you go. You got it, girl. Randall over there, he said shoulders, chest, pants, shoes.
You know it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Randall. Don't do it.
Okay, wipe me down. Tamika, it has been such an honor and a pleasure having you on here tonight. It's been fun. I needed some laughter. So thank you for bringing the laughter in, but also just your artistry. You know, you as a person, we love. And then on top of that, you have, as Tony said, a very beautiful voice. So blessed. So thank you. Thank you again. I want to ask, okay, so you said you were going to relax on Sunday, and this is one of the last questions. Okay, yeah, it's one of the last ones. Look, I got two, but it's a 2 for 1. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me how you relax. And then shout out those who hold you down. Because as an artist, like I said, many times we have so many things that are going on. And I don't know that people realize that. They see the glamour, they see the glitz, they see when Tamika's cute, you know, and I'm dressed up, and they get to see all of that. But there are a lot of things that are going on in the background. So tell me how you relax when it's time to relax, and who holds you down.
Oh, that's great. How I relax is I actually just shut everything down. Like I'm a reality girl. I love me. Well, I won't say a reality girl. I love a good show. So I will
Mhm.
binge. I'll take a nice hot bath, kind of just releasing all things, and
Right.
then um fix dinner, cook a nice meal, and then just veg out on the couch, watch something fun, watch something that I've been wanting to watch, and just shut
There
my
you go.
brain off,
Yeah.
try to, because as an artist, your brain is all, as a creative, you're just always thinking of the next thing. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. So I try my best to shut that down. And that's what I hope to do. I've been practicing waking up slowly in the mornings. So
Okay.
they say that's a real good thing. So I've been trying to do that, of not just getting up and going. So just
Right.
starting my day slowly. So on those days that I relax, I try to just kind of like ease into the morning and ease
Right.
into the day. Put on my favorite sweats and just kind of just sit. So that's what I do. Um, to the other question of the people, man, there's so many, but two, I would say my mother, Brenda, she is
Mhm.
my rock. My sister, Erica, my younger sister, my older sister lives in Atlanta. So, but when
Okay.
she's around, she's definitely, when we talk, she's definitely a support. My
Right.
family has been a huge support of all of the things that have been um, me musically and outside of that. So my mom, my dad, my sister, my tribe of friends,
Mhm.
they are amazing because they don't see me as the artist, they see me as their friend. So you
Exactly.
know we need that in this world of being creatives. We need to have those places where we don't have to be on, and
Come on. Say
you
that
know
one more time where you
yeah,
don't have to be
when we
on.
don't have to be on, and they allow us to be ourselves, and
Yes.
also know when to step in when we're someplace. We could be places and people be like, you sing, but
Mhm.
having those friendships that kind of know how to ease into that, to be like, no, she good, that's
Right.
important. um Man, my friend Inez, I've known her since middle school. We are, two peas in the pod. She's been
Wow.
a wonderful source. My best friend Seth, my other best friend Sybil. It's just been, I've been very blessed to build a community of people
Mhm.
that genuinely love me, and they love what I do,
Yes.
but if I
But
never did it again, they'd still be there, and that's
come
important.
on.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, I call him Anthony. He's literally one of my biggest supporters and a big brother to me. Quentin, um, I've always just been I've just been very blessed. My church family has been such, supportive. As you
Right.
see Jean on here, she's always
Yeah.
been supportive. And even just like we may not see each other all the time or talk every day or, but like the love that I get off of social media from the folks that do know me
Mhm.
is genuine. So it's so many, but that's who I would shout out. Those people that have um, just loved me,
Yeah.
like, and get me. And, like you said, like nobody sees the behind the scenes when you
Mhm.
are frustrated because you can't get this song or you're sick.
Yeah.
My friend Kat, like, I have a tendency, if I stress out, I get sick, and that
Mm.
affects your voice. And
Right.
having friends that go, you know what, you sick, I'm bringing you some soup, or here's some,
Mhm.
this juice that you need to take. It's important, and they're not looking for anything other than just wanting to see you successful and just love on you. So I'm just truly, truly grateful for my friends, my tribe, my family who support me near and far.
Yeah.
My aunt, shout out to my aunt Hilda. She's on my dad's side, and when I
Oh,
tell you, she is one of my biggest supporters. She always is, loving on me, wanting to buy things, and I'd be like, I just give it to you. But
okay.
I'm just grateful. I'm just really grateful for just that. And if I could say this, for those that are listening, um, and may not know or feel like, like, do I have fans? And I don't like to call people fans because I'm like, but
Right.
your tribe. I always tell people this: your tribe will find you,
Yes.
and just be genuine of who you are, and love on the people that like literally will love on you all the time,
Absolutely.
because they see the backstory, and those are the ones that are okay with being in the back while you do everything. My girl Felicia, she does my hair, she is
Wow.
my visual, all of the things, like all of the relationships that I have with the people that have worked on this project, from the video to makeup. My girl Janita J Sweets, or Jay Hill, she is an esthetician and she's so dope. But everybody that has come into my life that has helped me with the project has also been someone that I call a friend, and I'm just very grateful.
Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Shout out to all of y'all for holding her down. For real. It's nothing like having a tribe, And like you said, it's those that if you never did it again, you know that you still have their love. And that's when you know it's genuine. When everything else fades away, you need some solid people. And
Mhm.
so I'm so glad to hear that you have some solid people. We wrapping it up, y'all. Before we go, Navell asked, what number track did I play on the EP? Do you remember to me? He said, what was his number? We
Oh
want
gosh.
to know.
It's okay. I'm going down the line. I think it's track three or four, but it's beautifully complicated. But I think it's track 3 or 4.
Beautifully complicated. He played on that looks like this. Look.
Yeah.
And either number 3 or 4, Navell. We got the answers out here for you, okay?
Can I say one last thing? I
Absolutely.
forgot this. I wanted to say this. She's no longer here, but I always want to give reverence to someone that really truly loved me and showed me what unconditional love was outside of my family. And her name is Terry Hollis. She was she was like a best friend, aunt, all in one, second mother. And she's no longer with us here physically,
Yeah.
but when I came to St. John, I was a very young person and I was scared to join the choir. And I joined the choir and I was like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. People did not like me.
I
You
get
know
it.
how that
I
goes.
get it.
And I was scrappy. So I was like, well, what we gonna do? We gonna fight? What we doing? Listen, Jesus fought
Not
in
the
these
east
four
side
walls.
coming out. Not the
You know
east
what I'm saying?
side coming out,
It
Tomika.
was coming out. I said, well, we flip these tables, honey, what you want to do. But
I am
she
so tickled.
girl was ready. Like, what?
Okay. Thank you, Lord.
Right. You didn't save me, but I'm like, save them.
Oh,
But but she
I
literally
cannot.
took me under her wing and would always encourage me. And she was the one that showed me that like I could do gospel and I could do secular and not feel like I didn't know if God loved me. And that was
Mm,
something that I've always taken in with me, no matter where I've gone. And I just
yeah,
wanted to just give her that honor because I've always done it. But, you know, this platform, I just wanted to say that she is somebody that is always with me. And I thank her for doing that because she changed that trajectory for me as well.
absolutely. I remember Terry. So rest in peace to her,
Mhm.
and shout out to her children as well. And then
Yes.
your besties as well. Tell them hello for me, okay?
Yes, I will.
Yes, indeed. Katrina said it's been a great show. Great show. Navelle said great show. Thank you all so much for watching for sure. Again, this is Tomika. Tomika Williams, y'all. You definitely want to tap in and make it to that show, okay? You are in for a treat. Now, for those of you who are interested in being a part of Talented, let me say this again, in being a guest on Talented Television or Talented Thursdays, okay? You got to word things right. They try to hold you on your words. I said a part. I'm being a guest. Please email me, y'all. Email me at talentedtelevision@gmail.com. I am always looking for new artists. I will reach out and ask you to come, but what if I don't know you or if I haven't seen you? I need you all to reach back or refer. If you know people, if you know someone who is an excellent artist and you believe that they need the platform to tell their story, please reach out to me. We have a good time, huh, Tamika?
Oh,
A
great
good
time.
time
Thank you. Thank you
indeed.
so much. I've enjoyed it, girl. Listen, we can talk all night.
Yes, exactly. It has been such a blessing. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Any closing words, Tamika?
Ooh, love yourselves. Thank you so much for supporting. And Kim, you are a pleasure. It is always an
Oh,
honor to
thank
be
you,
able to
sis.
sit and talk with you. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your yes, which is what I tell my guests. I didn't get to tell you at the top because it was so much going on, but thank you for your yes, Tamika.
Yeah.
Keep going. Do not stop, because I feel, let me just say this to you. You said you're no longer striving for fame as far as being at the top, but there are those that are here right now in your community and broader that need to hear your voice and that need to hear your story. So I pray more platforms for you and I pray more and more music for you, greater and greater for you. I wish you the best and
Thank
much
you.
success.
Thank
In
you.
Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night, y'all. We'll see you next week on Talented Thursdays.
Bye.
Bye.